students. Today I'll be starting with the microcontroller module 3. Right? According to VTU, we'll see what all other syllabus we have in this. Right? We have the module 3 is named as 8051 stack, IO port interfacing and programming. Right? In this 8051, we learn about 8051 stack. That is stack. How does it work in 8051 microcontroller? Then we learn about the subroutine, what is a subroutine and what are the subroutine instructions and what role does a stack play in a subroutine. We learn the first thing, and then after that we'll be learning about the assembly language programming which are required for the subroutine, and we'll learn even the programs which are used using a loop, right? We are calling a subroutine within a subroutine, or we can call um, subroutine, and within that subroutine how the stack is working. All these things we'll be learning as a first part. In the second half of the module, we'll be learning about the interfacing of a simple switch and LED to IO port, and then we'll be learning how to switch on or switch off a LED based on the status of the switch. This is the second half of the module. Right, we'll start with the first half of the module, that is we'll start with the stack. A stack, what is a stack? A stack is a last in first out memory. In the sense, a stack will grow in a way where whichever the data is pushed onto the stack last will be the first to get popped out. That is what is a stack. A stack is a last in first out memory. Next is in 8051 my internal RAM space only this stack is being located. Where does the stack gets loaded, or where is the stack location in 8051 microcontroller is? It is in the internal RAM location only. This is the point to be noted, right? The address of the stack is contained in a register called the top of the stack, which is the address of the stack, is loaded in a register which is called as a stack pointer. Stack pointer is the location where your top of the stack is loaded, there. Okay. Next is which are the two instructions which we use in this stack is push and pop, right? And how a push or a pop instruction is performed is when a data is to be placed onto the stack, that placing the data is called as push operation. And how does this work? How a push operation works in 8051 microcontroller is the stack pointer first gets incremented before storing the data onto the stack, so that the stack grows up, and this is called as pre-increment. How does the stack works? How does the push works in a stack is first the stack pointer gets incremented and then pushes the data onto the stack. This process of incrementing of the stack pointer is called as pre-increment, right? That is about the push operation. How does the pop work? Pop is like pop is operation to retrieve the data from the stack. As the data is retrieved from the stack, the byte is read from the stack, and then the stack pointer decrements, and then it points to the next location below it. So this operation of decrementing is called as post decrement. How is pop working? First, a pop operation is to retrieve the data, and if I want to pop out, or if I want to retrieve a data from the stack, I need to first pop out the data to any of the registers or to any of the location, and then decrement the stack pointer by 1. So this is what is the pop operation. So what I can say, if I want to push the data onto the stack, I need to do increment operation of first. Internally the stack pointer gets incremented and the data is stored. If a pop operation is to be performed, means the data is popped out and then the stack pointer gets decremented. So that is what is the push and the pop operations. The stack pointer is set to 07. That is the default location. If I start my 8051, if I reset my 8051, what is the stack pointer value? The stack pointer value is 07. So that is what is the initial or the default value of a stack pointer. So that your stack pointer starts from the location 08. And why it is at starting at 08? We are using different registers in the bank 0 from R0, R1, R2, R3, R4, R5, R6 and R7. These are the registers which are there in bank 0. That is from bank 0 starts from internal RAM locations from 00 to 07. These 8 bytes are reserved for the, not reserved, these are normally used as a registers in bank 1. So in order to avoid the conflict between the stack and the register, the stack is getting started from 08. So initially the stack pointer is at 07, and then when I say push, the first push operation, the stack pointer becomes a 08, and then the data is being pushed onto the stack memory location. So this is what is about the initial value about the stack pointer. If I see the diagram here, how does it work, right? If I have an internal RAM location, this is my internal RAM location. If I have this location, if I want to do a push operation, so what is that we are using? Increment before pushing. So what is that I am doing? I have to increment before I go for pushing of my data onto the stack. That is, if my stack pointer is here, then I need to increment the stack pointer and then push the data. The data here is X, any random value that is being pushed onto the stack. This is the first push operation. If I want to do the second push, then again I need to increment the stack pointer, then push the second value, second data, that is here push Y. Y is the second data which is pushed onto the stack. In the similar way, if I want to perform pop, as I told, stack is LIFO order, or it is last in first out. The last which came into the stack is Y, that is getting popped out first. So that is last in is popped out at the first. So now if I pop out, I'll be getting Y. So what is happening? What is at the pop operation now? Retrieve the data first and then decrement your stack pointer. That is what is your pop operation. The same way, if I want to pop out X, then what is that I'll be using? First pop out the data. X is the data. Pop out it to any register or to any direct location, and then decrement the stack pointer by 1 again. So it becomes SP minus 1 at the first time, and second time if I pop out, it becomes SP minus 2. That is what is decrement after popping. So you just note that it is push is increment before and pop is decrement after. So here in push operation, if I'm doing a push operation, I need to increment the stack pointer before and then store the data. Whereas if I'm using a pop operation, I need to first retrieve the data and then decrement. Decrement after you have retrieved the data from the stack. That is what is a pop operation, right? So now we'll go for the one of the example program. Store the number 8D, that is the data is 8DH hexa value in a RAM locations. You are given with a range of locations starting from 30H to 34H using stack. So what is that you need to do? You need to store 8DH into the RAM locations 30 to 34H using stack. I can use it with I can write the program where I am moving the data 8D two locations 30 to 34 using direct direct method, registered method also, or if I can use a indirect addressing mode also. Here the question is given using stack, so I'm using the stack for moving the data, that is 8D from 30H to 34H. Let us see how to write the program. So the first instruction is move R1 comma hash D. What is the meaning? I'm moving my data which is 8D in the register R1 and then move 81H comma hash 2F. Why 81? 81 is the address location of a stack pointer. Instead of move 81H comma hash 2FH, I would have used even move SP comma hash 2FH, right? So 81 is the location of a stack pointer. Why the value hash 2F? because I am using 30 to 34H, that particular location, as a stack now. So what is that? The first data has to be stored in the 30H location. So in order to do that, I'll first initialize my stack pointer to 2F. If I initialize it by at 2F, when I do the first push operation, the stack pointer gets incremented from 2F to 30, that is 30H, and then the data is been pushed onto the stack area. So because of that, I will initialize my stack pointer as 2F, right? And then what is the next step? I'll just assume I can see that here the stack pointer is 2F initially. Next, what will I do? I'll do the first push. When I do first push, my stack pointer was pointing at 2F. It got incremented to 30H, and the first data 8DH is pushed onto the stack when I do the first push. When I do the second push, the stack pointer again got incremented to 31H, and the second data is 8D is pushed onto the stack. You should note that when I'm using push operation, we know that push operation only works with the direct addressing mode. And why I'm using push 01? 01 is the address of R1 register, and direct addressing mode I'm using. So I'm using push 01H. So what is happening when I say push 01? Whatever is there in the R1 register, that is 01 location, that is 8D is the data which is there at the 01, that is getting pushed onto the stack. So this is what is second push. When I go for the third, what will happen? Again, my stack pointer got incremented from 31 to 32, and the data 8DH is stored on that, right? Next, I'll do the same thing 2 more times. So this time 32 got incremented to 33, that is the stack pointer, and the data 8DH is stored onto the stack. The last time when I do push, 33 gets incremented to 34, and the data which is 8DH will be stored onto the stack. So this is my program, where what is the intention of the program? The program was asking to store 8DH into the locations 30 to 34H, where we are supposed to use a stack. So what did we do? We have first initialized the register R1 with 8D, that is the data, and then the stack pointer is initialized with 2F, and then I'll be doing the push operations for 5 times. You can see that I have done the push operations for 5 times. The need here, what is the main intention is, because your stack has to start from the 30th location, the stack pointer is initialized with the 2F, and first push will be incrementing the stack and then loading the data. Likewise, we'll do the 5 push operations and load the data onto the stack. So this is what is the first program. Let us see the next one more example, where we are exchanging the contents of the register R5 and R4 using stack. What is that we are doing? Here again we are using the stack operations. The stack operations are the push and the pop operations, right? We are supposed to exchange the content of the registers R5 and R4. Let us assume the values of R5 as 11 and R4 as 22. Both are hexa values. R5 has 11 and R4 has 22. So how to write the program? So because there is no any location specified here, as in case of the previous example, the default value of the stack pointer is 07. And when I say push 0 or 4, so what is happening? 04 here is the address of R4 register. So initially the stack pointer is 07. When I say push 04, so whatever the data is there, the stack pointer is there, that's get incremented as 08, and the first data is pushed onto the stack. That is content of R4, which is 22, is pushed onto the stack. This is the first instruction. Next, what is that I'll do? Push 05. When I say push 05, what happens? Now again the stack pointer got incremented from 8 to 9, and the second data is getting loaded. That is 05 is the address of R5 register. R5 register has 11. So at location 09, 11 is getting stored. So that is what is the second push operation. That meaning I have here stored two datas onto the stack. The first data is from the register R4. The second data is from the register R5. So what is the next two instructions should be now? I need to pop out in a reverse way. So when I say pop 04, the top of the stack, which is 11, the content is 11, is moved on to the register 04. That is what is happening here. So what is happening? For R4 register gets the top value, which is 11, and then your stack pointer gets decremented to 08. Next instruction is pop 05. What happens when I say pop 05? Again, the stack pointer, which was 8, got decremented to 07, and R5, because it is pop 05, whatever the data was there in the stack, which was 22 here, got loaded into, or it is retrieved to register 22. So this is what this got retrieved to R5 register. So what is happening when I say pop? The stack will be having, the top of the stack will be loaded to the register R4, and then in the second time to the register R5, and it gets every time after popping out the data, the stack pointer gets decremented. So what is the final result? We can see that we had in R5 11 and R4 22, and after the end of the program, we can see that R4 has 11 and R5 has 22H. So this is the main intention of the program. What is that? We need to exchange two data, R4 and R5 content. We have exchanged it using the stack operation, that is the push and the pop operations. I hope everything is clear. For any queries, you will be contacting me. Thank you.